This is Luxembourg, a small, landlocked country in Western Europe. The country is consistently ranking as the wealthiest nation in the world. Its remarkable economic success is reflected in its GDP per capita, which currently ranks as the highest globally and stands at around $154,910. This economic success is not just luck. Several factors contribute to Luxembourg's economic prosperity. The country boasts one of the biggest financial centers in the world and is home to more than 143,000 registered companies, predominantly operating within the finance, investment fund, and insurance sectors. It has one of the most favorable tax policies, which attracts some of the largest multinational companies around the world. Additionally, the country has one of the most efficient social security systems among OECD nations, and it also pays the highest average annual salary per employee in Europe. In this video, we will explore how a tiny nation of just over 672,000 people has positioned itself as one of the wealthiest nations in the world. And what are the challenges that are making Luxembourg a worse place to live in? At the beginning of the 19th century, about 80% of Luxembourg's population was employed in agriculture. The Industrial Revolution in Luxembourg started in the mid-19th century when the country joined the Zollverein, a German customs union. The discovery of minette, a low-quality iron, led to the creation of new steel mills and the expansion of existing ones. The steel industry reached its peak in the early 20th century, employing over 50,000 people. However, it began to decline due to the rise of new steel producers and rising energy costs. The last blast furnace closed in 1997. Since then, the steel industry has restructured and now focuses on producing high-value steel products. The success of this sector drove the country's economic development for a long time. However, after the first steel crisis in the 1970s, successive governments undertook efforts of economic diversification by creating a fiscally advantageous environment that soon made Luxembourg one of the biggest financial centers in the world. Now, Luxembourg has become a key player in Europe's financial landscape with a robust presence of foreign banks, an investment fund industry, and an international insurance market. Luxembourg's financial sector accounts for over 25% of its GDP. It is home to over 120 international banks and numerous investment funds. Its investment fund industry is the largest in Europe and second globally after the US, managing approximately €5 trillion in assets. Additionally, Luxembourg's reinsurance companies generate significant revenue from countries like Switzerland, France, and Germany. The strength of its financial sector is evident in its ranking as the 8th most competitive financial center globally and the 5th most competitive in Europe. One key factor behind Luxembourg's rise as a financial hub for wealthy individuals and companies is its historical introduction of banking secrecy laws. These laws, which ensured a high level of privacy for clients, made Luxembourg an attractive destination for individuals and businesses seeking to safeguard their assets. Over time, these policies helped the country become a trusted and private financial center. However, as global standards changed, Luxembourg updated its laws to meet new transparency rules. In addition to Luxembourg's financial prowess, the country's favorable tax policies are a key factor behind its economic success. Over the years, its corporate tax incentives have attracted some of the largest multinational companies around the world. The country hosts over 143,000 registered companies, with the highest number of companies registered in the finance, insurance, and real estate sectors. Additionally, Luxembourg's double taxation treaties with more than 80 countries ensure that businesses and investors operating in its territory are not taxed twice on the same income. These treaties and favorable tax policies have cemented its position as one of the most business-friendly nations in the world. In addition to its tax advantages, Luxembourg provides lots of incentives to support businesses operating within its borders. Lux Innovation is a special agency that helps new businesses get started. One of its popular programs is Fit for Start, where selected startups get funding, coaching, and connections to experts and mentors. This focus on innovation and growth has helped Luxembourg establish itself as a business-friendly nation. As a result, the country is home to many big companies. Google and Amazon have their European headquarters in it. Other major companies like Microsoft, Facebook, Deloitte, and HSBC have also set up offices in Luxembourg. These companies are just a few examples of the many large businesses that benefit from its business-friendly environment. Although Luxembourg is known for its strong financial and banking sectors, tourism also plays a significant role in the country's economy. The country is home to a variety of remarkable tourist destinations that showcase its rich history, natural beauty, and cultural heritage. Luxembourg City, Vianden, Echternach, and the Moselle Valley are among the premier tourist destinations in the country. The tourism sector provides jobs in areas like hospitality, transportation, and retail and support services such as tour guides, restaurants, and cultural events. In 2024, travel and tourism contributed around 7.5 billion euros to Luxembourg's GDP. Lastly, Luxembourg's political stability plays an important role in its economic success. The country is renowned for its strong rule of law and effective governance, which ensures fairness, transparency, and trust in its institutions. The strong commitment to democratic principles and a reliable legal system provides a solid foundation for businesses to thrive. Additionally, as a founding member of the European Union, Luxembourg has actively participated in shaping EU economic policies. The country has leveraged its position to promote trade, investment, and financial cooperation across Europe. This political and economic stability has made it a home to business and finance. Luxembourg's success story hasn't come without challenges. Despite being one of the wealthiest nations in Europe, the country continues to grapple with several pressing issues. Since 2000, poverty levels in Luxembourg have steadily risen at a faster rate than in any other EU member state. Currently, about 21% of Luxembourg's population is at risk of poverty or social exclusion, with children, adolescents, and single-parent families being particularly vulnerable. Youth unemployment is also high, with 20.4% of young people struggling to find jobs. Around 18% of the workforce in Luxembourg is classified as working poor, one of the highest proportions in the European Union. This group primarily includes young adults aged 18 to 24, whose numbers are increasing faster than in any other EU country. Rapid population growth has also put pressure on housing and infrastructure. With over 672,000 residents as of 2025, and nearly half of them being foreign nationals, demand for housing has surged, leading to skyrocketing property prices. The country faces a severe shortage of social housing, with only 5,000 units available, making Luxembourg the weakest performer in the European Union in this area. This shortage creates immense challenges for the 40,000 households already living below the poverty threshold, leaving them unable to compete in the housing market. To conclude, Luxembourg's story exemplifies how strategic vision, innovation, and global integration can transform a small nation into an economic powerhouse. However, the country's remarkable success is not without its challenges, including rising poverty levels, youth unemployment, and a severe housing shortage that disproportionately affects low-income households.